What's going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an announcements video. Today, we are going to be talking about nothing but announcements, which is weird, I know, and we're in person, so that's also weird. Nonetheless, of course, basically the reason why I wanted to put together a video of this kind is because there are oftentimes many questions that you guys ask me that I feel that I don't do a good job, I guess, of answering, because since I only answer them to one person who's asking them, I feel like people don't know the answer and then they'll ask me again and again. So I just wanted to kind of address some things here in person, but more importantly also announce a few things that I'm very, very excited about, and I hope that you will enjoy. So, first and foremost, of course, the biggest of the announcements is the fact that Blitzwinger.com is now live. I am super duper proud of the way that the website has turned out. Of course, it's still a work in progress. It always will be. I never ever want to have it as a complete product because I think it's important to try to always improve. And that's exactly what we're going to try to do over there. Now, so far, we've only been making Blitzcasts, which is a weekly podcast that I do, sometimes with Athix, sometimes with Gamer, and just any other guests that I can get on, just to have a ton of fun talking about video games, and sometimes we even talk about movies and some other nerdy culture stuff. It's about an hour and a half or so, sometimes, usually it's actually closer to an hour. But of course, if you guys want to check it out, definitely go on over to blitzwinger.com. And more importantly, one thing that you might want to consider doing is registering for the site. It's absolutely free, and the only reason you would want to do that is so that you could comment on the episodes, which I would really appreciate if you did, because it really would help me out a ton to realize what you guys prefer. Do you want to see more video game talk, less video game talk? Do you want to see it smaller, longer, whatever it is? That would really, really help me out a ton to make the content better for you, because if I can get some criticism and get some feedback, I can make it that much better, or at least try. That in mind, of course, go on over to blitzwinger.com and also register for the site, as I said before, and you also obviously will secure your nickname that way, which is also quite handy. Next up, let's discuss something that I have been asked about I don't know, 10,000 times, and I'm not even exaggerating. But this is the question of, hey Blitzwinger, can you play this game? And this game, of course, would just be a blank, because there's no such game as this game, or at least maybe, there probably is a game called this game, isn't there? But the specific genre of games that I'm actually most interested in addressing in that blank game slate is the mature games. Many times I get asked, hey Blitzwinger, can you play GTA 5? Can you play Watch Dogs? Can you play Destiny? Can you play Shadow of Mordor? Can you play Happy Wheels? Whatever it is, games that are a little bit more mature in nature, or oftentimes a lot more mature in nature. Of course, a lot of times you guys want to see me play them and commentate over them. Well, I kind of made a decision that I'm not going to keep those games on this channel. I'm not going to cover those types of games on this channel, on the Blitzwinger channel, but luckily I have another channel called Fanboy Potion. A channel that hasn't been too active over the last 6 months or so is when I started it and everything, but I haven't been too active or consistent on it. However, that has all changed, and I've really, really buckled down and made sure that that channel gets just as much content in terms of consistency as Blitzwinger. There's only one video that goes up a day on that channel, but what I do on that channel is I play mature games. So for example, I've played The Walking Dead on there, I've finished Destiny, Shadow of Mordor, I'm planning to play Infamous Second Son on there, some GTA videos maybe in the future. So if you want to see me play that, you can head on over to that channel. You can click right here on the annotation as it's hovering, as I'm blabbering along, but you guys can click the annotation, of course, and check it out, or there's a link in the description box below. Now, one thing that I do want to address about that channel, and of course, that the content of the games is mature. So just be aware of that the games are obviously mature, and the themes that are explored in those games are a lot more mature. However, my commentary will still remain family friendly. Next up after that, let's move on to the other channel that I work on, which is Maximus Primus Toys. That's a channel that not a lot of people particularly know about, or at least I feel like know about, but basically that's the channel that I do toy reviews that are a little bit more specific. If you didn't know, I'm a big fan of certain action figure lines and certain collectible lines, and basically like things, for example, like Marvel Legends, I absolutely love, and I don't feel like they fit very well on this channel. So that's why I review them on that channel, just to keep things separate and not overwhelming. I try to upload maybe 3 to 5 reviews a week on there. So if you want to check that out, that's available to you as well. I know that it sounds a little overwhelming at this point, but I just wanted to, again, really kind of clarify some of the other channels that are currently that I'm currently working on, some of the other projects that I'm currently working on, and clarify a lot of the questions that are often surrounding kind of like, hey Blitzwinger, can you play this mature game? Fanboy Potion. Hey Blitzwinger, can you do this review for this Marvel Legends? Maximus Primus Toys. Hey Blitzwinger, are you ever going to do a podcast? Blitzwinger.com. So I hope that this kind of like was able to answer a lot of questions that are oftentimes asked, especially about the mature games. I get asked that question quite a bit, so I just really wanted to address it and make sure that a lot of you guys have an understanding of that channel and, more importantly, awareness of that channel. So again, if that's something that you're interested in, definitely go check it out. Subscribe to all those other channels. It really would help me out a ton. That being said, thank you guys so very much for an amazing adventure so far. I hope that you guys stick around for everything that is coming up in 2015. A lot of cool, exciting stuff will be coming to, of course, the website, this channel, which is still my main priority, of course, but also to Fanboy Potion and Maximus Primus Toys. Thanks all for watching this video, guys. Of course, you guys are all absolutely incredible. I love your faces. And of course, I'll see you folks later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys.